And I believe Mr. Abraham, I believe, wanted to speak also on the prior item. Is that correct? Is that the only hand up on the public?
Yes, and that in the public queue, there's one hand raised. Member of Abraham is the last name.
All right, let's allow him to speak. And Mr. Abraham, if you could confirm you were intending to raise your hand on both items?
That is confirmed, Ms. Rosen. My name is Zenie Abraham. Thank you very much. And thank you for your time. May I begin?
Yes, and 4 minutes since it's for the two items.
Yeah, thank you, my friend. First of all, Ms. Strange, thank you very much for the email, putting Zenie62Meda on it, and thank you for the outreach as called for. That's a wonderful, wonderful job and wonderful improvement. Second, regarding events, I say this again, a sports commission subcommittee of some type and organization needs to be formed. Too much of this is piecemeal. Rebecca, you, council member, referred to SoFi Stadium. That was the stadium that actually is going to be taken out of the World Cup running. We do not have an effective response system. We are understaffed to do it. We don't have interns activated. So we need to sit down and have a document that describes the events we can go after in conjunction with ASM that also involve how the hotels would be involved in a plan. In a short, do this as a sports commission would do it and take a sports commission arm so that we're not sued for improper activities. I'm very concerned about that, and everyone else should be. And we need to have a book forward, not a discussion, but a plan for the next 5 to 10 years that assumes that this stadium is going to be activated, that's going to be refurbished. Because around the country, people look at the authority and they are reacting to what they see. I just want you to know that this is not inside baseball. People are watching what we as an organization do. And I say we because I'm a fan of the organization of the Coliseum, which gets to my other point. We have unfilled seats. When Ezra, rest in peace, Ezra Poor, assistant city manager, who wrote the enabling documents for the JPA, put it together, it called for 20 business seats. I suggest that of those remaining that are not filled, Save Oakland Sports fill them. We need advocates for what we're doing. We need to take this out of the strictly political realm and make it less piecemeal, because we have a large number of problems that if we don't handle this in a strategic fashion, they're going to come up and bite us on the rear end and let us know that they're there, and we're not going to have a response. So again, we need a sports commission. We need a committee right now to settle on events and how we respond. And with respect to the athletics are gone. Okay, I don't want to go delve deeply into that, but my strong urging is that we plan for the future, not allow the future to plan us, but we plan for the future and we direct it, and we direct our monies, and we calculate the amount of money that we need to move forward in these different directions. Get people involved with the hotel community who are on the hotel community, general managers involved too as well, because it affects them. It explains why a number of sports commissions are in organizations that are convention and visitors bureaus like Visit Oakland. So we really need a way forward, a plan forward that gives us comfort, as opposed to this piecemeal, call this, do this sort of reactive that we have going on right now. It's not serving us well, and we need to change from it. Indeed, it's been our modus operandi for far too long. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments on this report? Okay, so we did have the discussion about doing a press release about it, and when that's ready, if you could share that with the board as well as, of course, with the press.
Of course.
That would be awesome. Thank you, and much appreciation again for the great work that's gone into this.
Thank you.
Awesome. And I will just flag for our future follow-up the question of a sports commission, and to ask the attorneys to review, and you don't have to answer it today if you can't, but whether this body has the authority to create and appoint a commission of members of the public as an advisory and ancillary body that would work with us, such as in the structure of a sports commission.
Chairman Andrea Weddle with the Office of the County Council, Co-General Counsel for the JPA. Not sure if I'm on or not. I believe Mr. Abraham is referring to the advisory board that Section 4, subparagraph D of the Joint Powers Agreement allows this body to establish, which can contain up to 20 members. The body would provide advice and recommendations on matters it deems appropriate to the authority relating to the operation of the Coliseum complex. 10 members would be appointed by the City Council, 10 members by the Board of Supervisors, and each advisory board member serves 2-year terms. They receive no compensation or other provisions. That has been in your agreement since 1996, if not sooner. And I believe that is the provision that he's speaking to. It does have the 20 members.
Thank you so much. That is super helpful. And so I do think that's something we should follow up on. Obviously, it's not on today's agenda, but that's great to know that that level of detail has already been laid out so that we could work on that under that authority. Commissioner Jenkins.
Yeah, and thank you for that. And
Yes. Thank you. Council.
It'd be great to know what the cost would be for that, the cost to run meetings, the cost for staff, for a potential commission of constituents.
Kevin Jenkins is being a
It
dirt.
would obviously depend
jerk.
upon the number of meetings they held and other related issues associated with that. As you know, neither the city nor the county charge the JPA for the services rendered, so those would be expenses incurred by both the city and the county independently. We would have to work with the executive director to ascertain what.
Kevin's trying to gaslight my
Awesome.
you know.
Let's work to bring that back for the subsequent meeting
Thanks,
to
Orlando.
undertake the next steps that would be required in terms of establishing that advisory board. So thank you all for that. Much appreciated. I believe that concludes this item. Are there any other hands raised in the Zoom?
No.
Okay, and seeing no other hands raised here, let us go to item 7.